Hey guys, okay, it is November 10th, 2014. This is the qualifying leads for T2H video that we've had up. This is going to be real quick. I've got a much better process. We build a new macro called list cleaner. I'm going to show you how this works. So here we go. This procedure I'm going to show you is going to be the replacement for this video that's been up. Okay, so eventually I'll put a new video up in here, but right now it's a private video, this one, for you guys only. All right, so I'm going to show you how this works. This is going to be really, really cool. So if we want to get our guys, all right, here's the idea. Let's start with this. I want to start doing a search for plumbers, and if I want to make sure I'm doing it separate from other people, I'm going to want to take this column of cities with states, right? That's our 32,000 cities in the US, 32,800 cities. Okay, we can look for plumbers in any one of these cities, right? And we can make our offer. And it's pretty much equal to us. Which city we go to, they all have plumbers. And all those plumbers are charging normal economic amounts for their services. All right, so I could take any of these cities and put the word plumber after it, and I have a keyword to search for, right? To see how many plumbers I can find from any one place. All right, that's the idea. Well, let's say this list is going out to more than one person. It will be. There will be other people getting it. And you think, well, I don't want to redo what everyone else is doing. I want to start some random place. Where do I start? Here's the answer. Just hit random sort, and that'll randomly sort this first column. So when I send this to you, and that's what I'm going to do, basically send you this Excel file and this attachment called list cleaner. Okay, you're going to be able to import it to Excel, and it'll work. All right, the way you would normally import the Moji toolbar, well, you import the list cleaner very much the same way. Just put it somewhere and import it. Okay, now, so random sort, all that does is randomly sort the first column. And it doesn't touch anything in any other column. All of these are unaffected. So it doesn't matter if anything's here or not. You could have nothing here. Point is, this is going to be randomly sorted. You don't need to select it or anything. You just hit the button and watch. Take a look at that. So it is now completely random, okay? And that means wherever you start, nah, no one else started there. They didn't start there. If I hit random again, I mean, it's sorting 32,800 entries. The chances of it getting the same ones, next to none, right? So you can start wherever you want. Once you get it sorted, you don't want to hit it anymore because you want to keep track of your progress, right? So I might go plumber. And I might say, hey, I'm doing that today. So that might be like November 10, 2014. And I might just keep track of the dates of the jobs I do. All right, so what do I want to do now? I want to go into my Google free monitor for Google. Okay, I want to pretend to add a job like I did. I added mojicrew.com. I hit plus and added some job. Okay, let me get rid of, by the way, the last keyword. Okay, boom. So if you didn't have anything in here, if I didn't have anything in here, then I just add some website, give it a name and add it. That way I have some random thing to use. It really doesn't matter what you put. It could be moji-crew.com or anything else. All right, because we don't care about this. We care about the list that shows up over here. Okay, now we need to add a keyword, right? That's what this white box is for. So now that we have our project selected, we just add a keyword. Okay, and then whenever we go to do a new run, we'll delete the old keyword. Okay, so here we go. That's kind of what I want to do. Let me see if I can paste it in this way. I never tried, but maybe. Wow, okay. Just replace that tab with a space, right? If you're going to do it that way, you can pull it off. And the reason I bring that up is because now you can do this, right? Boom. There you go. All right. Let me minimize. All right, so anyway, I put the keyword in, the city, state, and the word plumber, right? I could put plumber in first. If you want to, you can put plumber in before this, okay? And let me just get rid of charter. I don't want to be too crazy. Just Oakland, Michigan plumber. I could even just go Oakland plumber, except that there's Oakland, California. And you know what? It really doesn't matter, right? If I want to get Oakland, California, and Oakland, Michigan, that's okay. I can mix them up. I'm just after plumbers, so I could just drop it, okay? All right, so I add it, right? Oakland plumber. Okay, that's all I needed to do. So now I got my one keyword for mojicrew.com. Again, it doesn't matter what this is, but it's one keyword. Okay, so I'm going to go into my options preferences. This is the first time I do this. I got to make sure it's set it up right. I want it to go through 200 results, and I want Google friendly mode to be on high, not off or low, but high. It's high. Okay, you could go on safe to get ultra crazy if you're going to put in a bunch of things and try to run them for a long time. But Google's going to throw up image verification checks if you do too many pages too fast. it's no problem. It just means it won't let you search for anything else until you fill in the image verification checks a few times. Then it unlocks all over again. But to avoid that, this seems to be a really good setting. Go like 200 results. That means 20 pages. On Google friendly mode is high. That means it'll take like 2 minutes to get this done, or it's only going to check one page every 6 seconds. So that's like human speed, right? That's why it works. All right, I'm going to hit OK. So now I'm just going to hit the search bar to run it. And I'm going to wait for like 2 minutes. Then I'll show you the rest of the procedure. So I'm going to pause, walk off. I'll be back. I'm going to get some coffee. All right, about 2 minutes have passed. So the process, so far we're only like 2.5 minutes in, right? Really, if you think about it, because normally you would already have this set up. You just open the file, highlight the next one you're gonna do, like so, copy it, and then just get rid of the last one. I'll just kind of show you how that works too, just so you can see it, because it's easy, right? You would take your last one and delete it, bap. Then you would just simply add your new one, right? Like you would add the new one, paste, and you can, again, get rid of that strange, I don't know if that affects the searches, it may not. And that might be what you want. Hit OK, and you'll just get to it later, right? Uncheck the other one or delete the other one some other time when you're done with it. Point is, you can just do these in any order. So now that I got this up, I already know the guys on the first page don't need me. It's kind of the idea. These top 10 don't really need me. I'm looking for everyone else. So I'm going to start with 11. I'm going to highlight everything from 11 to 200. Wow. Okay. Now, real quick, if you noticed, if you're able to see it, the first one is yellow pages. We don't really need them. They don't need what we're doing. So I can just skip to 12, right? Highlight them. So whatever, just highlight everything, Career Builder's the last one. I don't really need that either. Export to clipboard. Okay, don't right click. Don't try to Control C this. It won't work. Just export to clipboard. Okay, and we're going to go to our next tab. Next tab is called Trim Websites. You're going to put this under New. Paste. Okay, and these are going to be the ones that are done. This is going to be a growing list. Never delete these. This is going to hold all the information for all of the websites that you've done in the past, so that it doesn't do them again in the future. Every time we paste in new results here, it's going to compare them to whatever's in the done column, and everything that it hasn't done before, it's going to put in a results column over here. It'll just create one, and it'll also add these that you haven't ever done before to the bottom of the done, so that, even though it's here, right, so that you won't do it again, right? The next time you paste more results in here and run it, of course, then it's going to check against everything and just give you whatever it hasn't done before, so you can work with that. All right, so hit Trim Websites. See what we got? First, we did the random sort. That was on the first column. That was for this. Okay, and that was a random sort. We only have to ever do that once. That way we get this list we can work from. Okay, now I ran this thing, which gave me like, 200 results. So I'm going to take like 180 or 190 of them, or in our case, 179. And I'm going to go to Trim Websites, and I pasted them in. And again, a lot of these we won't use, like the Yelps. We're not going to, they don't need us, but that's okay. Just watch. I'm going to hit Trim Websites, and it does that first job. Okay. Now, it puts only one instance of Yelp in, because it deletes the dupes, all right, to keep our list shorter and cleaner. And it truncated all the URLs. That means it's not looking at all of the extended stuff on each URL. It just looks at the website by itself. It also gets rid of HTTPS or www. And just leaves it nice and simple is the idea. Sometimes it still trips on this. I've got to go and do a little cleanup for that, but it's no big deal. It actually doesn't matter. So here's the point. What do I do with these results? Well, here we go. I'm just going to click on the top one and then scroll down and shift click on the bottom one is the idea, right? I'm going to copy them. Okay. That way I can paste them into some page. I'm going to show you the page in a minute. Okay. I got a page here, bulk page rank checker. Okay. This is so awesome. I'm going to paste the results. Okay. And I'm just going to type in the coding here, 6GT, 7DH. Yes, I'll show you what the URL is. It's actually on the file. So anyway, I type in the code and hit check page rank. Now it's going to go get the page rank of every single one of those sites. Okay. Now let me minimize. Okay. Here's the point. when we look at the next thing, it's called website filter. It's gonna say, it's gonna have the description box pop up down below when I hover over it. See that? It says, and it tells you where the link was. Paste in the results from prchecker.pw slash paste as text only. So it tells you that. Okay. So that's on our filter tab. That'll be the next tab. So our first tab was our geo keyword list. That's this whole thing we're working from and putting in the results as we go, the dates of when we do each of these things. Okay. And you can do these like every 15 minutes. Okay. Then trim websites. Just paste in your new websites here and hit trim websites, and it gives you the results here. When you're done with the results, you can delete it. Okay, like if I did paste another list in here and hit go, it's going to put another results column in, either here or here. I forget which is the right order. But just remember to delete the old results when you're done with them. Delete. Just delete the whole column. That's okay. Just don't delete the done column. You need these because once you use them, you don't want to mail to the same guys anymore. Okay, so just save your results, whatever. Well, check this out. How many do we have to do? We can see if we're done. Look at that. That's done 193. You see that? 193, which is, this should say 194 because the top one was a header row. So it is that. It's 193 plus this guy up here, the header, right? The column header. Now, the last thing I can tell is what these last few say. Rapid Router, jobs.livecareer.com, careerbuilder.com. Well, that's this. Rapid Router, jobs.livecareer.com, and careerbuilder.com. See that? So yeah, I know it got them all. Now, what's it showing me? It's showing me the page rank for each of these domains. Really for the page, but that's why we truncated the URLs to get the main website, right? That's what we wanted, the main website. Now, all we want are PR zeros, ones, and twos, right? Zeros, ones, and twos. And this is why we opened all these tabs before in Firefox, so that we could go get these page ranks. That way we could figure out which ones to keep and which ones to throw away, right? Well, watch this. Now that we've done this, watch how easy this is. I'm going to go to the bottom of it and just start my cursor on this end, at the end of the table, highlight, and just highlight going up real fast, like to the top. Now bring it right to that one, include the one, right? So all the columns line up properly. Now just anywhere in here, right click and copy. Watch this. When I come here, I'm going to go to the next tab. See, I'm done with this tab. I'm going to do more stuff on this tab. This is for the next run. But I'm going to go to the next tab, filter, visit, get contact info. It's right here. I'm going to right click. And I'm going to hit this paste option. It means paste as text. Don't do this one. It'll take a long time and it'll put in all the pictures. You're going to want to hit the back button and then just come back and paste as text again. Okay. Oh, because I hovered over it, it's doing it now. It's trying to preview it for me. So it's actually doing it. And see how long that is? It's a pain in the neck. So if it does select it, then I've got to hit the back button to paste as text. But I don't think it'll select it. I think it was just hovering over it so long that it wants to show me the preview. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Let me do this again. Paste as text. All right, now there's where it showed me what number website, you know, from the list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down to our, whatever that was, 193, right? Then obviously B is the website. It's just kind of covered up, but I can like drag this out and I'll see that it's the website, okay? Okay, and then I see the page rank column, then I see the actual numbers. Well, guess what? All I have to do now, it doesn't matter. I didn't even have to drag this out. All I had to do was paste into A1 and paste to get the list. Now what? Hit website filter, boom. And guess what? It just got done. What did it do? It resorted by page rank and deleted everything with a page rank 3 or more and only left me websites with a page rank 0 through 2. It's 115. Now, a few of these may not actually relate, and I don't know, like here's serverplumberoakland.weebly.com. This guy needs a website outright. So he should definitely be somebody who needs us because this isn't even on his site. This is weebly.com. How can this be a plumbing page? Does this make sense to you? There's not even a picture on it. There's nothing to help sell this guy, right? This is bad. Guy needs a website, right? But there's our point. All of these guys are appropriate leads. They probably are all plumbing websites. And even if they aren't, just as you go to find the email address, that's the idea. You're going to want to get the emails and paste them in. If you can find an email, paste it here. If you cannot find an email, and that means in column B, right? Like just put your emails right here, okay? Whenever you find them, okay? A bunch of these websites will have email addresses and a bunch will not. A bunch will have contact forms where you don't email to them, you use their own contact form to contact them. And that's spam proof because it's not you emailing them. It's really their own mailer mails themselves, okay? That's what a contact form does, really. Now, the final point is here you would put the contact forms, okay? That way you can keep your email list here and your contact forms here. That way you can do the separate operations of emailing these guys, especially if you plug in the emails to a mailing system and you're just mailing them off slowly but surely. And then separately, you can come back and do your contact form work to submit whatever message you have for the contact forms through each contact form. Okay, that's cool. Now, some of these you may just discover that they don't fit, like this salary.com, probably plumber salary, you know, and I'll just delete that. And even if I didn't know, I'll just discover it when I get to the website, right? And so I'll just delete it because this is useless. Just delete it. Okay. Other than that, all these guys, I may just have perfect value in getting a hold of them, right? Okay, local.yahoo.com, I can delete that. I don't need that. Okay, so just a few of these guys aren't going to relate. There's an HTTPS that got away. Got a little cleanup to do to this macro, but it's no big deal. All right, here's my point. How many minutes did it take me to find like 113 useful guys to contact? So at least 100, at least 100, and probably 110 of these guys need to hear what we have to say. You get it? At least 100. It took me minutes, and it was effortless. All right, I hope you like that. And there's more training coming out, but there you go. I'm going to be saying out this list cleaner you guys can install just like you would the Moji toolbar. And yeah, I'll give you more information on this soon, but I hope you like that. And the reality check is if you have these settings set like that, 200 and Google friendly mode high, then like every 15 minutes you can do another one. So, I mean, I could get this ready all I want. I could still come back to my geo list, put in the next plumber, paste it into here, get rid of the old keyword, delete that one. Okay, boom. Run the new keyword, run that out, get those leads, not the top 10, just from 11 down to 200. Okay. Copy them and paste them into trim websites, paste them here, then hit trim websites, and it gives me the results. Copy my results, paste them into the page. You may as well save it as a bookmark when you get it. Okay, that way you can paste it, fill this out, hit check page rank. Then when it's done in seconds, you just copy the results and paste them into the next box where you're going to filter them. Now you can't have these there and paste new ones in below it. It won't work. It'll break. So if you're going to do that, create a new sheet and do it in A1. Paste as text. Okay, and then hit website filter, then copy the results, and you can bring them back, and you can paste them down here if you were still going down this list. Okay. Now finally, if you just want to double check your emails have never been used before, there is a trim emails box. And let me clarify, this also has a new and done column. Okay. And so, okay, you could paste your entire email list here and it will compare against all the emails you've ever done before. And sure, it'll add the new ones in and give you a results. Okay, that way you can just make sure you've never emailed those guys before. Okay, and just track your stuff. You know, okay, create an archive sheet, archive for anything if you want, but like the contact us forms. But just keep track of who you contacted, who you didn't. So just mark whenever you get done doing things. So that you know where you left off, okay? But there you go. This makes it extremely easy to gather the websites that we need and then go get the email addresses from each of those websites or the contact us form and put them in a simple list. And then we can still do the trim emails because we have a trim emails button for trimming the emails. Get it? All right. I hope you find that useful. I'll send this stuff out soon and get you guys on a roll. Okay.